All right, this is episode number 83. Hey, Johnny, welcome back. Another great episode. I can't wait to talk to you. How are you doing?
Doing really good. How are you doing?
I'm phenomenal. It is really good. It's exciting. Loving the cooler weather is starting to turn warm. I see it happening and I can't wait.
Not where we are. What are you
I know
from?
it. I
What are
know
you?
it.
I know you're a southern guy, kind of. You're mid,
I'm
but
mid. I'm in
Kentucky or
Kentucky.
something.
You're up there
Yeah,
in the
yeah,
tundra,
yeah.
so
So, anyway, yeah, it's better. It's better. Not really here though. I mean,
yeah,
January and February. First of all, the worst part about this whole thing, and I love Michigan because of the four seasons, but this time of year, once again, we're after Christmas now, a month away, New Year's, all that stuff. It gets dark so early still,
yes,
and it's when it's dark and it's like 10,
I know
it's worse than if it's like light and it's 10. I don't
it
know how to
is.
describe it. It's just,
100%.
you're looking at the clock and like, oh my gosh, it's only 6:15. What's
I
going on?
know.
You know what I mean? My
I
wife's
thought I was going
like,
to go to bed
I
here in a
feel like
minute.
it's like 9:30 or 10 o'clock or something. I'm like, wow, we still got a long time of this. So
Yeah, yeah.
anyway, it's
It
part of life. We go
it
through it.
is.
Luckily, we got family, grandkids, and fun stuff like that to get us through it all. But that is one of the depressing things about Michigan or
Yeah.
any winters up north.
Well, yeah, but the upside is you can plan for that because that's not an unplanned event, right? Every year it happens the same way. Unlike a lot of things that are happening when you go into retirement, those long years of retirement, there are you need to be planning for the unplanned because there are some unplanned events that could happen to you that if you aren't planning for them, they could really take you by storm and impact your retirement, right?
Yeah, so we know what's coming up real soon. Here's the Super Bowl, right?
Yeah,
And so what's funny is somebody's going to win this game, be the NFL champion. But the day after the Super Bowl, actually the day after every other team lost,
yeah,
but even the Super Bowl champion, the day after the Super Bowl, the mindset of the GM and the front office and all that is, yeah, we celebrate, but now we begin to plan for something that is way far away. We start
yeah.
planning for next season. Uh, to be able to get to the point where we are now in the Super Bowl again.
That's right.
Point of it is everything we do to be successful sports franchise and stuff like that. They just don't start the NFL season in September and say, okay, let's see what happens here, guys. They
That's right.
started planning for that to get to the Super Bowl like the previous January or February.
That's right.
All the drafting, all the workouts, all the contract signing, the preseason, all that kind of stuff. Then you get into game time. And a lot of people think like, okay, I'm into game time now, so I guess I'm going to figure out all this stuff. When in reality, we probably should have started planning that kind of stuff way back in January to be
Absolutely.
prepared. So, and even though it seems like, man, Super Bowl 2027 is a whole year away, these guys are already thinking about it. Even though it
Oh
seems
yeah.
like, man, 65 or 64 retirement is, or 73 for required minimum distributions is so far away,
Yeah.
but it's January. So
Right.
we need to start planning because August, September gets here before you know it.
It
You
really
know,
does.
season
And
of season of our life, and so you got to try to do it. Does that mean if you are a little behind and you here I am, what can I do? Well, you
yeah,
just have to get a little more aggressive and zeroed
that's
in and
right.
focus to try and turn it around, right? But
That's right.
if you have the opportunity to begin to plan for preseason or for the draft, for preseason, for your first game, for the the,
Mm-hmm.
the halfway game off in the season, for the playoffs, if you have a chance to prepare for 59 and a half, retirement, Social Security, Medicare, taxes, required minimum
Yeah.
distributions, take advantage of it because before you know it, my little grandson was born 4 years ago, is now four,
Yeah.
and he'll be 10 before I know it. And I
That's
got two
right.
other ones that are already a year old. It
Yeah.
just seems like it's unbelievable how fast that goes.
Yeah. And the other thing about planning, though, especially with retirement, I think a lot of people resist it because they're like, I don't want to sit through all these meetings and things. And it doesn't have to be that way. Especially if you're in the 55, 58 year and you go in and sit down with Johnny, you're going to have a couple sessions and it's like, okay, right now, here's what you need to do. Great. See you in a year. Right. But as you get closer, so it's not this arduous, it's not like going into the weight room and pumping iron, every day for 3 hours. but you've got to have a plan and a direction, and that helps you as you get closer and closer to these different milestones to have your plan coming in place so you can win that Super Bowl, right?
Oh yeah, it's just like in following along with sports here in football because
Yes,
biggest game of the
tis the
year is
season.
coming. Actually, the best commercials usually are awesome about it too. But um, at different stages of an NFL player's career, they have to train and prepare differently. The 20-year
Yes.
old rookie that just come in, he's going to be doing this. But the guy that's Tom Brady, that's 39 years old, been in the league for 20 years and dominating, he may not be able to do the exact same type of training regimen that the 20-year old can, but he's still following one that patterns where he's at because maybe he's had 6 knee injuries, maybe he's had a back injury or whatever it may
Yeah.
be. So there has to be some adjustments for him to be successful. And part of it is as we get older and closer to retirement, there is a mindset we've got to have a change. Hey, I'm not 35 anymore. I'm
Yep.
58, I'm 63, I'm 65. So my mindset has to change about planning for all this kind of stuff.
Yeah. It's so important what you talk about. We should do an entire series on just the mindset and the shift that has to happen, because we have to be thinking about planning for a long-term period of time. And in that long-term period of time, there are milestones that you've mentioned. There are different rules at different income levels. There are different things that hit your income that you may not think about. And so you can't just, dare I say, you just can't take your money and run with it. Well, you can. You're just going to get penalties, right? But there are ways to get the money that you're looking for in a different route. And you talked about it in the last episode, one of your clients, and spreading some things over a 2 year tax period, and that really helped them save a lot of money because you know the rules, but they were planning for the unplanned, and a lot of our conversations focus on, like, healthcare and long-term care and things that we all say, well, I'm not going to be that. I'm not. You know what? If everybody's not going to be that, then why is it that 78% of people are going to need it?
And
I
why are
always
they
wonder
building
that.
all these multi-million-dollar facilities all over the place? They're
True.
not doing them
Yeah.
because they just want to be nice. They're doing them because they know they're going to make a lot of money on because a
Yeah.
big chunk of the population is going to be in there. And I'll say this real quick before you close out. And so the NFL team's goal is to get to the Super Bowl and win it.
Yeah.
Break your retirement down into one simple phrase. It should be your main goal is to maximize retirement income, minimize taxes. That should
Mm.
be your goal. How do I do those type of things in a nutshell? Because if I can maximize my income, minimize my taxes, able to develop a plan for the long-term care, for the legacy
Yeah.
benefits, for income streams, and I keep as much out of Uncle Sam as I possibly can. So, yeah, the NFL wants to get to the Super Bowl or whatever championship league it is, but I want to maximize. How do I maximize my income out of what I have? And pay the least amount of taxes. And it comes
Yeah.
down to some of these rules and guidelines and a few different mindset changes is all. So
Absolutely. I love that. Very simple, very clear. Maximize income, minimize taxes. And that'll be a great place just to let that sit there. Go ahead and re-listen to this, because the last 3 or 4 episodes that we've done, Johnny, have been really good around the sports analogy and just the rules that we need to understand. And we're not here to try to share with you all the rules because they're just too many and they change all the time. That's why you need to work with Johnny and his team, because they understand the rules, they study the rules, and they can help you play by the rules so that you can retire at new heights. So go get a copy of Johnny's book at his website, retireatnewheights.com. Read that. But more importantly, sit down, have a conversation. If you haven't talked with Johnny in the last few months, or if you're just thinking about retirement and all that, schedule a call with him and just have a conversation and begin planning for the unplanned that's coming your way. So, Johnny, always great to be with you, buddy. I can't wait for the next time that we're together here on your podcast.
yes, sir, man. Enjoy. Don't eat too many chicken wings on that Super Bowl.
That's right.